Hello, welcome to Lil's Vintage World, welcome to Tudor. You may have noticed that there has been a little gap in Tudor, and that is, I'm probably sure you're aware, is a mark of respect, a mark of mourning for the death of our monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. She passed away on Thursday, the 8th of September. And it's been very sad. She didn't suffer a long illness. It was quite out of the blue. And I think because of that, it's hit us, for a lot of us, quite hard. I have been crying most days. And I am a monarchist and I am a royalist, and, it's the love of history that I have started with the Tudors, and it's always been Tudor royals, and it's filtered down through Stuart royals, the Georgians, the Hanoverians, should we say, through the centuries, but focusing primarily on royal history. I'm fascinated with the history of the royals. And yeah, it's weird that we are going through such a monumental part of British history right now. And yeah, so there has been a gap in Tudor as a mark of respect for Her late Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. However, I have been taking comfort in watching YouTube videos, and therefore felt that if anybody actually does take comfort in mine, then I would like to help people through that. So if you are also upset by the passing of our late Queen Elizabeth II, I hope you are okay. And yes, living through an important moment of history, aren't we? And if you are not a royalist or a monarchist, then please just, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's what my parents always used to tell me. So just be nice and respectful for those of us that are. But this video, we are talking historical fiction. I love historical fiction. I do, okay? I really do. I would say I'm much more into non-fiction than I am fiction, but I do enjoy a good old historical fiction, and it does make me cry. It really does. But this is my Tudor historical fiction shelf, and it is messy. Very, very messy. So I have books that are now up top here. I have books over the side here. They're just a bit everywhere. And so I am going to be a little bit harsh, and I'm going to get rid of a bunch of them. And I thought you could watch me do that. So I hope you have a slightly better view of the shelf now, and you can see how messy it is. I do think tidy house, tidy mind. So yes, let's go through these, and I just really want to keep the books that I absolutely know that I love, or that I'm really excited to read or reread, because history is really exciting for me and I love it, and I want my love of history to reflect this shelf, and at the moment it doesn't. So let's do that now. So where do I start? Right, I'm going to start here, I think, with these ones on top, and then move to here, and then go to the back, because of course they are double stacked, aren't they? Yes, of course they are. So start with this one up top here. This is Three Sisters, Three Queens by Philippa Gregory. You might have seen recently that I've reread The Virgin's Lover by Philippa Gregory, which is here. I liked it, didn't love it, and I feel like Philippa Gregory's are books that if you're on holiday, you can whiz through in a day or two, and they really, really grip you in. But I'm not going on holiday anytime soon, and I do feel like you can pick up Philippa Gregory quite easily from a charity shop. I mean, I did get this from a charity shop. So I think I'm going to let this go because I don't need it. It is about Margaret Tudor, who then becomes Queen of Scotland, Mary Tudor, who then becomes Queen of France, and Catherine of Aragon, who eventually becomes Queen of England. So it's about three different queens, 2 sisters and a sister-in-law. And I think as well, when you have 3 people, you're going to have 3 different, you know, I think it's easy to miss the mark, so to speak. So yes, I'm going to let this one go. Right, next we have Eliza Rose by Lucy Worsley. I haven't read any Lucy Worsley fiction. I've only read her non-fiction, but have enjoyed that. This is children's historical fiction, and I think it's on Catherine Howard. I would like to give this a read. I don't know if I'm going to love it, but I want to give it a read anyway, so we'll keep that. Then we have, oh, excuse me for the expletive, but The Queen's Bastard by Robin Maxwell. This is sort of like a sequel to The Secret Diary of Anne Boleyn by Robin Maxwell, which I loved. But this book it's kind of written in sections. So we have a section on Arthur Dudley, and then the next section is like Elizabeth and Robert. And this book it's as if the rumour that Elizabeth had Robert Dudley's child is true, and that's what this book focuses on. But I remember when I read it, I really liked the chapters that were on Elizabeth and Robert Dudley, but I didn't like the ones on Arthur Dudley. So I'm going to get rid of this as well. Oh, I'm doing well. Right, moving on to these ones. So first of all, Rival Queens by Jean Evans, with the most wonderfully awful cover. I read this, I thought this was okay. Do I want to reread this? No, I don't think I do. Do I want to keep it for the cover? No, that's terrible. Let's let this pass. Let's let it go. Okay, then we have Cry God for Harry by Marta Roughheart. I think this book's going to be quite merch based. It's quite big. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to let this go as well. I'm doing very well. Then we have Queen Elizabeth and the Spanish Armada by Frances Winmore. I had this book from when I was a child, and if I remember rightly, it's got pictures in it. Do you? Have I made that up? Maybe I made it up. No, I didn't make it up. There we are. There's pictures, see? Yes. Oh, there's a really nice one there. Fabulous. I haven't read this in absolute years, and it's definitely due a reread, so I'm going to keep that. Because I used to really like that. I used to reread that quite a lot when I was younger. Then one that I picked up recently-ish from a charity shop. This is The Girlhood of Elizabeth by H.T. Comstock. I picked this up for a charity shop for a couple of £. Read it. It's full of inaccuracies. It has these pictures in it, but I'm not the biggest fan of them, to be honest. And I just, yeah, I'm not gonna keep this because I'm not gonna reread it. I know I'm not, and there's no point in keeping this book when I'm not a big fan of the images to flick through and peruse. So yeah, I'll get rid of that one. I, Elizabeth Tudor by Arthur Groom. I read this. Again, it has some inaccuracies, but this one I flicked through quite a lot actually because it has some really wonderful images in. So I'm going to keep that one because I do peruse the pictures of that. Then we have Elizabeth and the Prince of Spain by Margaret Irwin. I need to get to the series and I haven't. Big bag of whoopsie daisies. So yeah, keep that because I need to get to that series. Then we have 3 Ursula Blooms. So we have Twilight of the Tudor, The King's Wife, and The First Elizabeth. I'm keeping all 3. I do really enjoy Ursula Bloom. The King's Wife is for me the best one, but I did enjoy all 3. Then we have Tudor Pavane by M. Brooke Stoker. I need to get to this. I really do, because this is on Mary Tudor. It sounds really good, but I haven't got to it yet. And then, oh no, everything's fallen down. And then we have The Young Elizabeth. Isn't this a beautiful cover? I read it, I enjoyed it, and I would like to reread it, so I'm keeping it. Right, I've made a little pile of keeps. So let's put you down here. Oh, I don't know if you can see, but I got myself a Tudor mouse. I have an Elizabeth one as well, but this one's glittery. Right, I'm going to move the stuff that I have here. So I have a postcard of a portrait of Catherine Parr, and I have some Terrible Tudors bookmarks, so I'll move those. And I'll also move, if you watch my Bunnykins video, my spare Jane. Where can Jane go? Put her there. Hopefully she doesn't fall down. Right, where should I go? Right, I'll go up top here. Oh, something fell down. Oh, another postcard. This is a copy of a letter that's at Sula Castle. It's a letter to to Thomas Seymour from Catherine Parr. My brain is not working. Elizabeth of York, The Last White Rose by Alison Weir. I have a video of this that is going to come out, and I have thoughts on this book. Thoughts. Keeping. Hinty hint of the thoughts. Okay, making a pile down there. Right, then these ones up here. Ooh. Right. Dangerous Lady by Amy Licence. I got this for my birthday this year. Really excited to read it. Need to get to that, so keep. The Virgin's Lover by Philippa Gregory. Read it, liked it, will reread, so keep. Hilda Lewis, I Am Mary Tudor. I wanted to read this series, but I've kind of changed my mind about it, so I'm going to get rid of it. Gone. Right, now where do I go? Here? Here? I'm going to start here because I think this is probably the easiest to do. So this is the 6 Tudor Queens series. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this is the short story collection. So 7. Keep. Lady Elizabeth and the Marriage Game, which is sort of like a follow-on. Keep. Although the Marriage Game, have thoughts on that one. The Captive Queen. Keep. Innocent Traitor. This is the first historical fiction book that ever made me cry. It's on Lady Jane Grey. Read it, read it, read it, read it. You might cry. Here is, oh dear, here is The Secret Diary of Anne Boleyn. And you can tell how much I've read this and reread this because this is meant to be like gold, like foiling. Yeah, it's completely worn off now because I've read this book an awful lot. This is really good. Historical fiction done well, done respectfully. In the Shadow of Lady Jane by Edward Charles. Keep. Really like that. Queen's Gambit by Elizabeth Fremantle. Keep. But I need to get to this because there's going to be a film of this, isn't there? Is it a film or a TV series? Film or TV series? Can't remember. But yeah, keeping it, but need to get around to it. Pronto. Right, let's take this section at top. Cumin. Okay. Right. Anne Boleyn by Evelyn Anthony. Read it, thought it was okay. Am I going to keep it? No. Gone. Right. Lady Penelope by Lena Kennedy. About about Penelope Devereux. Am I going to keep it? No. I've had this on my shelf for a while, and every time I come to read it, I just can't get through it. So it's going. Anne of Cleves by Julia Hamilton. I'm going to put this down and see, because I have 2 copies of this, so I'll get rid of the one that's in the worst condition. So one of them is staying. Lord Robert by Jean Plady. Keeping. It's good, you know. It's not exciting, but it's good. Right. Then I have Young Bess by Margaret Irwin. As I said, I do need to get to these. Particularly as I have the first one, you know? I don't really have an excuse, do I? No. Okay, let's grab some more. Right. So these are actually all keeps. So I have The Tudor Rose by Julia Watson, Mary, the Infamous Queen by Maureen Peters, Uneasy Lies Ahead by Jean Plaidy, and also The King's Secret Matter. Then we have the other Anna Cleeves book. Which one is in better condition? I actually think this one's in better condition, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Goodbye. And then, yes, so I have the last three, which is really helpful for a series to have the last three, but not the first three. Good stuff, Lil. Good book buying. And then, actually, these are all keeps as well, but I'll briefly go through them. So I have, My Enemy the Queen by Victoria Holt, which is a pen name of Jean Plaidy. So, yeah. But this one, it's good because it's on Elizabeth I, Robert Dudley, and Lettuce. So it's like the love triangle. It's good stuff, that is. Six Wives of Henry VIII by Maureen Peters, which has the film version on it. And then Jean Plaidy, so we have The Shadow of the Pomegranate and Catherine the Virgin Widow. As you can see, I started buying the Tudor series by Jean Plaidy, but haven't got too far through yet. So that is my messy bookshelf. So come back to me in a moment when I've made it tidy. Right, there we go. That is now my historical fiction shelf. I know it's still a bit messy and still a little bit too overrun, but I think it looks better. What do you think? Do you think it looks better than what it was before? As I said, tidy house, tidy mind. Is this going to give me a tidy mind now? Who knows? I am thinking I might get rid of the Margaret Irwin books, but I'm going to sleep on it and see how I feel. They're ones that you can pick up quite readily in charity shops, so I might get rid of those. So we'll see. Watch this space, or I should say watch this shelf. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I shall see you soon for the next video. Bye for now.